Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In today's lecture, we are going to learn how to pass the value from one page to another page in the Xcode while developing your app so that you can store value from one page and pass it to another page in your app. So let's straight jump into our channel introduction and then to my screen so that we can see how we can pass the value from one page to another page in the Swift Xcode, right? So let's go to my screen and we are going to start as usual with the new projects, right? Oops, sorry. Let me make to float on top, right? Now we are going to select iOS and blank template. We are going to name our project as past text, right? And we are going to create at the download folder location, right? Now we are going to use multi-screen for the first time. Before this we haven't used any multi-screen, or I haven't shown you any multi-screen app, right? So this is the first time we are going to use the multi-screen in our project, right? So I will show you how to create the multi-screen and how to pass the value between those two screen, right? So once the project gets built, I will show you how to do that. Okay, this is our project, right? It's blank currently. Now I'm going to give it a background color. I'm going to give as a system yellow color, right? And I'm going to drag some text field to type some value in it, right? And I'm going to drag a button from the toolbar to pass from one view to another view and pass the value with it, right? So I'm going to drag and drop a button from the toolbar and I'm going to set the constraint of our text field first. So let's set the constraint. We are going to set it 100 from top, 10 from right and 10 from bottom, right? And we are going to set height as 34, right? Now we are going to set the constraint of the button. We are going to set 20 from our text field. We are going to set width and height of the button as 100, right? And 30. And we are going to set it to horizontally in constraint so that it's stay at the center of the screen horizontal, right? Now we are going to say this button as click me, right? And we are going to change the background and text color. We are going to select the background as brown and text color as a white, right? Okay, it's look good. Now we are going to set a placeholder as write something, right? Something, right? And now we are going to run our app so that we can see if our app build successfully or not, right? So just wait for the simulator to start and run our app, right? App and it's built and run successfully. It's looking nice, so we can write here something if we want, right? We can write anything we want, right? So now we are going to pass the written text in this text field to another screen, right? So first of all we will build another view controller in the storyboard so that we can show where the second screen and we can define the second screen, right? So here we will set the background color as orange color, right? And now we'll give a label to show the text in, right? We are going to set its constraint, right? So we are going to set 100 from top, 10 from left, 10 from right, right? We are not going to set the height because height will be set as a auto, right? So this is our neighbor, and we'll set alignment to the center, right? Now whatever the value written in this text field will appear over here after clicking this button and moving from one view to another view and passing the value with it, right? So how to do that, right? We have to write some code for that. So first of all, we will here we will create the view controller for this screen, right? Because we have not have any view controller for this screen to write the code, right? So how to create the new Swift file for this view controller? We will select the Cocoa touch class, right? We will select the next, and we will select name it as a second screen, right? We will select the subclass as a UI view controller because we have created view controller from the toolbar, right? And we are going to select the language as a Swift, right? We'll create the next and create the Swift file, right? Now on the top of your view controller you will see the three buttons. From that three buttons you will select the first button to assign the class which we have created for the second screen. We have created as second screen, and remember we have to write the storyboard ID. Remember this ID is really important to move from one view to another view to get the location of that screen, right? So we'll write a second screen only, right? Now we will take the outlet of the first screen. We will take the outlet of the button from the first screen, right? So that we can set some action on the tap of the button, right? We will select as did tap button, right? We will name the outlet action as a did tap button, right? Now we will go to second screen and write some code here, right? First of all, we have to take the outlet of the labels from the second screen that we have created, right? We can take the outlet, open the second screen and main storyboard side by side, and come press Ctrl and click and drag the labels from one screen main storyboard to another view controller, right? A side view controller, and then just drop it, and you will name it as a label. We'll set as a dynamic label, right? Now we will create a variable in the second screen where label value equals to, we will set as a empty for the first, right? So now we will assign the dynamic label, dynamic label dot text equals to label value, right? And now we will go to the view controller, and in the action of the button we will first of all write the code to move from one screen to another screen, right? Let second screen equals to storyboard dot initiate view controller with identifier as a second screen, right? Because we have named this ID as a second screen, right? So that I have told you about writing the storyboard ID carefully, right? And if you didn't able to write the right spelling, then you have to just copy from here and then paste it to our first screen action button, right? So that it won't make any error for you, right? We'll set as a second screen, right? And now navigation controller dot push, right? So that it will push our first screen from to the second screen which we have given the identifier of, right? We'll push it to second screen and we'll animate yes true. Now if we write the instant of the second screen, this one, and we will say the dot notation, and we will find the label value. Wait, we have to build the project for the first time to see the second screen dot label value here, right? We will write as a text field value. We have to take the outlet of the text field also, so that we can get the value from the text field, right? So we'll take the outlet in the first screen as a text field value, right? Now we will assign that value from the text field to our second screen label value, right? So we'll write as a text field value dot text, right? So it will assign whatever written into this text field to our second screen label value. And when it comes to the label value, first of all it will be empty, but whatever the value assigned from the text field will show it over dynamic label as a text, right? So if we now run our project and just wait to build our project, right, then we are going to able to pass the value from one screen to another screen by pressing the button, right? We'll write hello, but on the click of this button we are not going to move to the second screen. Why? I will show you why. Because we haven't assigned any navigation controller. To move from one screen to another screen, we have to assign the navigation controller of the screen so that it can move from one screen to another screen, right? Now we will drag and drop from navigation controller to our first screen, and we will assign as a root view controller, and our initial view will be a navigation view, right? And in the navigation view we have to set some property. We don't want a navigation bar to show, so we'll hide it from here. And now if we run our app, then you will be able to pass from in the text field, right? So let's just check the code. Now we'll write as a hello and click the button, and we'll see it hello over here, right? And now sorry, I forgot to give the back button here, so we'll give the back button to move from the second screen to the first screen, right? So we'll go to our storyboard, and in the second screen we are going to give the button to move back from second screen to another screen, and we'll set the text as a back, and we will assign its background color to be a brown and text color to be a white, right? And now we'll take the we'll set the constraint and then take the action of the button, right? We'll set the 20 from here. We'll set width and height. We'll set the width as 100 and height will be 30, right? And we'll assign to the center of the screen, right? Now onto the second screen we'll take the action of this button, and we'll write the code. Okay, now we'll write the code to move from second screen to first screen. We'll write as navigation controller dot pop to view controller fast, right? Now if we see, then you will be able to move back and forth from the first screen to the second screen and second screen to the first screen with the value that you have written from the first screen and show to the second screen, right? Now I will write as a hello, you will see the hello. Now if we go back and write as a hello logically swift, right? And if you click the button, you will see the text as a hello logically swift, and we'll write please subscribe, then you will say please subscribe. So thank you guys, thank you for watching. So in today's lecture we have learned how to create a multi-screen app, how to drag and drop a view controller, and how to assign the class to it, and how to set the storyboard ID, right, to pass from one screen to that storyboard ID into another screen, right? And we have learn about how to pick up the label from the toolbar and set its constraint, how to take the buttons from the toolbar and set it actions, and move from one screen to another screen by clicking that button with a value in it, right? And we have learned how to pass the value. So that's enough we have learned in this lecture. Now we are going to learn something more into our another lecture. If you find that interesting, then like my videos, share my video, and subscribe to my channel if you love and like to learn about coding in the Xcode for the iPhone development, right? So please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and share it as much as possible if you love it, right? So thank you guys again for watching this video.